Hey guys, welcome to the season finale of the 101 in 10, where you get to see your favorite artists from around the world 101 in 10 minutes. I'm your host, Ayasha Roberson, and I am so excited to end season two of the 101 in 10. Season two started back in the summer of last year. I believe it was August of 2022, and we took no breaks and we continued on with season two up until March. And now it is time for us to kind of recuperate, get some energy going for season three. I will have more information coming up within the next couple of months on when season three is going to start and what to look forward to. But just to kind of recap on season two was definitely a great season. I really enjoyed all the artists that I got to get the chance to interview on our show. I had artists from all over the United States. I think we hit more states on season two than we did with season one. And of course, we had quite a few artists from Canada and London and parts of England and parts of Europe as well. And I actually had someone from South Africa. So the show has grown in so many different ways. A lot of great underground artists, a lot of rock artists. And also, season two, we had quite a few blue group artists as well. And it was very inspiring to me to see how inspiring, and I know the history of music in America as well, how so much Black music has influenced so many people throughout the world and throughout history as well, but of course throughout the world in present day. And a lot of times through mainstream media, we don't get to really see the effects of that because we're so bombarded with everything that's mainstream. And if you don't know your history and culture, you won't really know how to move forward with it. And I understand history and culture and I understand that African Americans created blues and they created jazz and created rock as well. And a lot of our Caucasian brothers and sisters have taken that music as well and love it as well. And they have really soared with the rock industry. And it's just great to see that they are able to give homage with respect when due and they understand the history behind it. Because a lot of times, in my experience, a lot of times people don't know the history of music. They don't know where it comes from. People just say, I want to be a rapper, I want to do this, I want to do that. But do you understand the history that comes with wanting to do these things? It's not just about making money, it's about understanding the culture and the history that goes with it as well. Whether you're a Black person, whether you're white, whether it's Latino, Asian, or whatever, you have to understand the history and the art and the culture that goes with it as well. And the artists that I had a chance to interview, they understood the history, they understood the culture, and it was just very inspirational to me. And it made me feel so good that they understood the dynamics of history and where their love comes from and their appreciation of music so much come from when it comes to them being this great underground artist. And this is the first time I actually was able to kind of dig in deep a little bit to find out a little behind the thing when it comes to their musical gifts and their talent and how they've been influenced. And I remember we had quite a few artists who actually were influenced by their loved ones, like your mom or their father or grandparents, where I remember season one, we didn't have as many artists that was influenced by people that they actually knew. But season two, we had more people who were very connected to people in their family who were actually artists, and that influenced them to become the artists that they are today. So it was a very humbling experience. It was a very enlightening experience. And I definitely enjoyed interviewing all the artists on our show. What I would like to see for season three is have even more artists interviewed on the show and get more variety of artists on the show. I think a 101 in 10 naturally just attracts more of the rock artists and jazz and some pop artists as well, but that's mainly what most of the artists are. And I would love to see more hip hop artists and rap artists and maybe even some artists who are a little bit multi-talented when it comes to the breakdancing and the rapping. And I know that hip hop is getting back to its basis of roots. So hip hop started with a DJ. So I would love to see some DJs on the show as well, talking about their musical influences and what has influenced their career as a DJ, for the art and the history and the culture of the music as well. And that's what 1 and 1 and 10 is about. It's about the art and the culture and the history of the music. And it's great to see those three triple threats inspire in the artists that are on our show and that are going to be on future episodes of our show as well. So if you're an artist and you would love to be on the 1 and 1 and 10, make sure you email the 1 and 1 and 10 team at urbansocialiteNJ.com. That is the 1 and 1 and 10 at urbansocialiteNJ.com. And make sure you check out all the episodes from season 1 and season 2 at www.urbansocialiteNJ.com. And I'm looking so forward to seeing you guys soon on the next 1 and 1 and 10. You never know who we're going to be interviewing next and what place we're going to be in next as well. So continue to rock with us, continue to support our show, and continue to enjoy the musical experience and the ride of all these musical artists on our show. We are the one and only show that's really about underground artists, really understanding their musical gifts and understanding where they're trying to go and all the great adversity that they have overcome in their life and how that has empowered them to become who they desire to become as they break barriers in the music industry. Thank you guys so much for supporting the 1 and 1 and 1 and 10. Again, I'm your host, Ayasha Robinson. See you next time and peace.